For far too long, the beautiful Plateau State, often called the home of peace and tourism, has been marred by cycles of horrific violence. We see the headlines, we hear the stories, but understanding the why behind this tragedy is crucial. Today, we're breaking it down. In 2008, by November, a truce formed after the latest crisis back in 2001 in the city was broken, prompting clashes in the streets of the cities of Jos with opposing gangs of youths hurling stones at one another. It followed the cancellation of March 2008 election in the city, leading to a killing spree. A security clampdown emptied the streets as authorities attempt to restore peace. By August, 5 buses carrying some 90 travelers are attacked on the Gada-Biu-Rukuba road in Jos. The latest in tit-for-tat attacks by the irate youth. It is a response to a previous attack on communities and sparks even more reprisals. 2023, by July, over 300 people are recorded killed in armed attacks on more than 40 villages in Mangu local government area of Plateau State. And more than 18,000 people, mostly women and children, are displaced. In April 2025, 40 people are killed in clashes in Boko's local government area of Plateau State. Survivors fleeing have triggered a humanitarian crisis. Many, considering the divides between faiths, have called the situation in Plateau everything from a genocide to a religious persecution. This isn't a new problem. The roots of the conflict are complex and stretch back decades. We are talking about a tangled web of factors, including land disputes. Competition for fertile land between different ethnic and religious groups is a major flashpoint. Climate change and increasing population only exacerbate this issue. Ethnic and religious differences. While Plateau State has historically been a melting pot, these differences have been manipulated and exploited, creating deep divisions. Political manipulation. Sadly, political actors have sometimes stoked these tensions for their own gain, further polarizing communities.
It was very painful. We had to run away from the town. We're all scared. You can't stay in a town like this. You're not sure of your security. Anything can happen at any time.
The situation is like a negative peace situation where everybody is still suspicious of each other. Never mind, you have some Northerners here, not far away from me, Southern, but everybody's still quite suspicious of each other. But anyway, business is on, but the truth of the matter is that here, this terminus, which is accessible to every resident of Jos, but then there are some parts of Jos you can't access now. Like myself, I can't access some places, and I will have to name the places like Ali Kazauri and Gwarogo. Even if I have to access those parts, it should be in the broad daylight.
These underlying issues create a fertile ground for conflict to erupt, often triggered by seemingly small incidents that quickly escalate. What we see is a devastating circle. Attacks lead to retaliations, creating a climate of fear and mistrust. This circle is fueled by 1. Lack of accountability. When perpetrators of violence are not brought to justice, it breeds impunity and emboldens others. Communities feel abandoned and more likely to take matters into their hands. 2. Weak security architecture. Despite the presence of security forces, their response is often seen as inadequate, slow, or even biased, further eroding trust. 3. Proliferation of small arms. The easy availability of weapons in the region makes this conflict far more deadly. This cycle of violence doesn't just claim lives, it destroys livelihoods, displaces communities, and leaves deep psychological scars. The questions that burns in our heart is, why can't this be stopped? Several factors contribute to the persistent failure. 1. Lack of political will. There needs to be a genuine and sustained commitment from all levels of government to address the root causes of the conflict, not just manage the symptoms. 2. ineffective conflict resolution mechanisms. Existing peace-building initiatives often lack the necessary resources, community buy-in or long-term vision to achieve lasting peace. 3. Socioeconomic disparities. Poverty, lack of opportunities, and inequality can fuel resentment and make individuals more susceptible to being drawn into violence. Addressing these disparities is crucial for long-term stability. 4. External influences. While primarily a local issue, external factors, including the wider security situation in Nigeria and the flow of arms, can also play a role. It is a bitter truth, but until these fundamental issues are addressed comprehensively and with genuine commitment, the cycle of violence in Plateau State is likely to continue.
Before I reach my house, I just see all my wife, they run to barrack, custom barrack. They don't go there. As they see me, they come, now they pursue me. Now I climb that fence for the custom distance. I drop now where God saved me, that, but all our house don't burn it. You know, carry anything come out from house.
Who pursue you?
People, I just see people, then they gather, they come. I'm not going to say that this one or this one.
You don't know them at all?
I know some inside of them, but some man our neighbor now, where they near us and them.
Election went on free, where we had fire here and there. Nobody could ascertain what happened. Before you know it, we also came in, at least to guide our people, to see how our people were going to live, and that was that. We don't look for trouble. We never look for trouble in Jos.
Despite the bleak picture, hope is not lost. Sustainable peace requires a multi-pronged approach. 1. Strengthening governance and rule of law. Ensuring accountability for perpetrators and building trust in security forces is paramount. 2. Community-led peace-building initiatives. Empowering local communities to lead dialogue and reconciliation efforts is crucial for long-term healing. 3. Addressing socioeconomic issues. Investing in education, job creation, and equitable resource distribution can help reduce the drivers of conflict. 4. Promoting interfaith and interethnic dialogue. Fostering understanding and breaking down stereotypes between different groups is essential. The people of Plateau State deserve to live in peace and security. It's our collective responsibility, government, civil society, and every Nigerian to demand and support lasting solutions. Thank you for watching. This is a complex issue with no easy answers, but understanding the root of the problem is the first step towards finding a solution. Let's keep the conversation going. What are your thoughts? Share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analysis on issues that matter to Nigeria. Peace out.